Now on Good Morning Northwest, Israeli hostages are free after more than 2 years in captivity. The emotional reunions happening today as families embrace loved ones they thought they might never see again. The role the United States had in making this deal happen.
Clearing and cool today. Now the winds and the frosty conditions that we can look forward to. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. That's coming up.
Plus, neighbor video captures the police presence to a deadly shooting near Sacred Heart Hospital. What detectives know about the gunman who killed a man in his car and how you might be able to help. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, October 13th. Welcome to it. Robin has the morning off. We're going to start things off this morning with Mr. Mark Peterson, who is in for Matt Gray this morning with a look at our weather forecast for this morning.
Who also has the morning off.
Yes.
All right, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to the day. It is cool outside, so be prepared. 38 currently without the wind, 36 into Coeur d'Alene. Now, here's a look at the 4 things I want you to know about. Breezy later on today. Winds to 10 right now, but gusts to 30 expected this afternoon, drying out. Sunshine for the rest of the week. Frosty mornings ahead with a clear, cold night. Now, radar's still picking up some showers in around the region, but we are dry and drying out even into Colville. They're starting to see those showers push away. Temperatures, Deer Park, you're at 38 in the airport, 41 into the valley. But then we throw in these winds, and it makes it feel like it's freezing, 32 degrees. Winds, we're expecting these winds by noon to be at about 26 miles an hour, 41 into Ritzville. And we're not going to have any dust because what? We got all the rain, right? We're going to see those winds hold on to 25, 26, 27 miles an hour. And then by dinner time, we're going to see that really calm down. Taking a look at our planner for the day, temperatures are going to be into the mid-30s, potentially then warming. And we're going to have temperatures by noon into the mid-40s, high 40s for today. We're expecting those winds to accompany this warming trend, but still 50 degrees for the high today. That is a below average high. We're going to get to and above average as we get later on the week. I'll have the details on that coming your way.
After so many years of unceasing war and endless danger, today the skies are calm, the guns are silent, the sirens are still, and the sun rises on a holy land that is finally at peace, a land and a region that will live, God willing, in peace for all eternity.
Well, this morning, history unfolding in the Middle East. After more than 2 years in captivity, the last of the living Israeli hostages held by Hamas are finally coming home. Tens of thousands of people gathering in Tel Aviv right now to celebrate a peace deal that led to this day. And President Trump, who played a critical role in brokering this deal, speaking with the Israeli parliament within the last couple hours here. He's also meeting with hostage families in Israel before attending a peace summit in Egypt. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest.
This morning, after 736 long days, Israeli hostages held by Hamas are finally free. Video shows Red Cross vehicles carrying hostages as they move through Gaza City on their way to Israel. And this video shows the emotional moment a mother reconnects with her son after more than 2 years. Crowds gathering in the area of Tel Aviv, known as Hostage Square. Israel says of the roughly 250 people taken during the October 7th attacks, 48 are being turned over to Israel by Hamas. 28 are deceased, including 2 American citizens. 20 are still alive. Among them, David Cuneo. He was abducted from his home along with his wife and twin daughters. His wife and children were released the following month. The girls Yulia and Emma turned 5 in July. Their one wish, for their father to return home.
I haven't smiled like this in, probably over 2 years at this point. And I'm also a little nervous, of course. I'm sort of bracing.
Many of the hostages, young adults, taken from the Nova Music Festival. Videos from the day show the chaos on the festival grounds. Eviatar David was just 22 when he and a friend were kidnapped from the festival. Hamas releasing a video of David in August. His brother says medical experts told him they believed David had lost nearly half his body weight. Etan Moore was working as a security guard at the festival. Witnesses say he worked to evacuate people during the assault. His mother says Eitan once said if he were ever kidnapped, he would not want to be exchanged for Palestinians convicted of terrorism. Israel will now be releasing nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, some convicted of murdering Israelis. They will return to a Gaza that's been mostly destroyed. Back in April, the UN estimated 92% of residential buildings in Gaza had been damaged or destroyed, the destruction only growing since then. The Gaza-run Ministry of Health saying just yesterday that the bodies of 117 more people have been recovered from destroyed buildings. Overnight, on his way to Israel, President Trump claiming this.
The war is over. I think people are going to behave. Everybody knows their place. It's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be great for the surrounding countries, Arab, Muslim, all of them. It's going to be great for Israel. Everybody is happy. And I think it's going to stay that way.
More UN aid trucks now moving into Gaza. About 600 are expected to enter each day, carrying food, medical equipment, and supplies. UNICEF says 50,000 children are at risk of malnutrition and need immediate treatment.
Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, New York.
Well, back here in our area, Spokane police are investigating a shooting that left one man dead not far from the Providence Sacred Heart Hospital on Spokane's South Hill. Here's a video that a neighbor took when police responded to this reported shooting just before 1 a.m. yesterday morning. Officers found a man dead in his car. SPD says it's believed that the suspect walked up to the car and shot the victim sitting inside. The suspect then ran from the scene. Detectives with the Major Crimes Unit are on this case and are asking anyone with information to contact Crime Check. That number's here on your screen. It's 509-456-2233. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says a Spokane man was riding a motorcycle well over 100 miles an hour when he crashed and died early yesterday morning. Deputies say 21-year-old Eddie Lopez was seen heading along I-90 around 2 a.m. and was clocked going 117. He crashed shortly after at a roundabout at Prairie Avenue and Chase Road. Deputies tried life-saving measures, but Lopez died at the scene. And about an hour later, a Post Falls woman died in a crash in Shoshone County. Deputies say the 24-year-old was driving south on Coeur d'Alene River Road when she lost control at a turn and rolled off the road. The sheriff's office says she was not wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. This investigation is still ongoing. Well, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff Wednesday of this week to honor the Eastern State Hospital guard Colleen Bass. You'll remember she was shot and killed in the line of duty during what investigators believe was part of a violent crime spree a few weeks ago in Medical Lake. Now, a private memorial service is being held for Bass on Wednesday. Washington State and United States flags are to remain at half-staff until the close of business or sunset on Wednesday. Good morning, Northwest time right now is about 6:08. Turning back over to Mark Peterson, who is joining us this morning. Taking a look outside, you're definitely going to want to grab a jacket this morning.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like 31 degrees, even though it's sitting at 36, 37 degrees. But look it up into Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint. Temperatures into the teens for wind chill. So we want you to be ready for that. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, a quarter of a millennium for naval service. The U.S. Navy celebrates 250 years today, the historic moment in 1775 that launched America's naval tradition. When we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Monster Jam.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
BECU's free Shred and E-Cycle event is back. On October 25th, bring your sensitive documents you'd like to purge to the Spokane Arena and we'll shred them for free.
We'll also e-cycle laptops, TVs, and other electronic devices safely.
Consider bringing some cans of food or cash donations for our Shred Day partners in Lynn Northwest.
Let's clear the clutter and recycle responsibly
At BECU's Shred Day and E-Cycle event.
From 9 to 1, October 25th at the Spokane Arena.
Do you think both of these tiles would work in my bathroom? Tired of a big box service?
At Caruso's Floors, we've kept Spokane covered for over 80 years.
Right now, during our fall sale, it's a great time to check out our selection of quality Karastan products.
Caruso's Floors.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:11, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Donald Trump is headed to the Middle East today, where he will co-chair a summit to end the war in Gaza. Egypt's president will be co-chairing that summit with him. In a statement from his office, he says the goal of the summit is to end the war and bring peace and stability to the Middle East. Leaders from 20 countries are expected to attend today's event in Egypt. Another flight test for SpaceX Starship could launch as soon as tonight. If conditions are good, the launch window will open about 4:15 p.m. That's our time. This is the 11th flight test of the Super Heavy booster that includes flight experiments, stress testing, its heat shield, and demonstrating maneuvers on the final approach. Well, every day is a good day to celebrate the nation's service members, but today is an extra special day because it's the U.S. Navy's actual birthday. It's observed every year on October 13th. It was on this day back in 1775 that the Continental Congress greenlighted the first U.S. naval force. Today, it has more than 340,000 active duty personnel and upwards of 71,000 reservists. Thank you, everyone, to their service.
All right, yeah, happy birthday. You look great. 10-second takeaway. Some wet roads out there. Just be aware of that. It is a cool start. Now, the roads aren't frozen, but the sunshine will come out later today. That's going to be nice. 50, our forecasted high.
Well, 2 new construction projects are starting this week that may impact drivers making their way around Spokane and other areas. Now, first up, we got the intersection of 9 Mile Road and Highway 291. They'll be reduced to 1 lane today and Tuesday. Flaggers will be in the area directing traffic while crews install a new water transmission main. Lane closures will run from 8 at night to about 7 o'clock in the morning. And starting Thursday this week, there will be lane reductions on Qualchan Road between Highway 195 and Cheney Spokane Road. Crews will be doing maintenance out there. It also says that there will be intermittent short-term closures, so make sure to plan extra time for your commute. This project is expected to be completed by the 22nd. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez is facing up to 6 years in prison. After the break, alley fight that left him stabbed and pepper sprayed. We got the felony charges that could end his broadcasting career. That's next. Welcome to your Monday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We're taking a live look outside this morning at 6:13. Still pretty dark out there. We got a nice day ahead of us. We'll see you after the break.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Since 1982, Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines. It's not just Huckleberry that we offer. Come in and try our Tempranillo, Mike's Reserve Red, Nat's Red Blend, or several other outstanding selections. Try a taste and then take a bottle or 2 home.
Cheers.
Granite concepts aren't just for making a statement. They're for when she makes the goal that wins the big game. Our countertops aren't just for seeing the luxury in our designs. They're for seeing when it's time for a much-needed break. Granite Concepts isn't just for being in love with your kitchen. It's for being with the ones that you love. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you. That's why it's critical to call us as soon as possible.
With Craig Swap and Associates, we make sure the process is fair for you.
I knew I really needed help after my accident, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
The sooner you call us, the faster we can make things right. One call, that's all.
Call the 9s. 509-999-9999.
One thing that I think is cool about Move Fitness is that everyone that walks through our doors comes for a different reason.
For some people, it's the best part of their day. It's kind of hard to explain. You almost have to experience it.
From the moment you walk in,
From the energetic music, the smiles, and the high fives.
it's just a great, positive place to work out.
And you get it all for about $1 a day.
Join the movement.
Everyone's got to move, right?
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family.
I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun. Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Since 1982, Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines. It's not just Huckleberry that we offer. Come in and try our Tempranillo, Mike's Reserve Red, Nat's Red Blend, or several other outstanding selections. Try a taste and then take a bottle or two home.
Cheers. 4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. Now to the arrest of former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez and his first comments since the brawl that nearly took his life. Here's ABC's Faith Abube with the latest.
Mark Sanchez is speaking out for the first time since allegedly starting a back alley brawl that left him fighting for his life. The former New York Jets quarterback saying, "I'm focused on my recovery and I just want to see my wife. I want to see my son and my 2 baby girls." He was in Indianapolis last week for the Colts-Raiders game, but instead of calling the game for Fox, he wound up in the hospital and arrested for allegedly starting a violent altercation in a hotel loading dock. Video obtained by TMZ shows Sanchez in an alley just before the fight. You can see the truck pulling up to collect used cooking oil from the hotel. Moments later, Sanchez appears in the same alley where prosecutors say he suddenly attacked the driver, 69-year-old Perry Toll.
My client's a 5'8", 165-year-old senior citizen, 69 years old. Mark Sanchez is a former professional athlete, 6'2", 235. He's just thankful to be alive and is recovering at home with his wife.
Sanchez was pepper sprayed and stabbed during the altercation. This video obtained by the New York Post shows him clutching his wounds. While Toll's attorneys claim in a civil lawsuit that Toll suffered severe permanent disfigurement, loss of function, other physical injuries, and emotional distress and other damages. Sanchez left the hospital yesterday and was booked for felony battery, which could carry up to 6 years in prison if he's convicted. Sanchez telling WXIN, "There'll be a day to answer all these questions, and unfortunately, today is not that day." Faith Abube, ABC News.
Well, here's a live look as we're kicking off our Monday today. Coming off of a very wet, kind of dreary, fall-like weekend.
Yeah. So I've got a question.
Yeah.
During these days, is this when pumpkin spice really roars its ugly head?
Mark, I've been drinking pumpkin spice since late July, early August. So this is really, it's in prime form here, but...
I haven't quite figured out the whole thing. And for years, I have not figured out.
Whatever brings you joy, Mark.
I get
whatever
that
brings you happiness.
triple iced Americano with white chocolate powder and a little bit of cream.
Sounds great.
Boom, iced. Year round. All right, here we go. A little icy out there in the higher elevations. We're sitting at 38 degrees for Spokane. Coeur d'Alene, you're sitting at 36, but the feels like temperatures colder than that. We are going to continue to have temperatures that are going to be hovering in the mid-30s. You head out the door. More sunshine expected today, variable clouds. By 11, we'll be into the low 40s, midday, mid-40s, but the winds are going to be associated with that, so still a bit of a wind chill. I mean, we're not going to have these warm winds by any means, and they'll be gusting to 30 miles an hour. There's no issues, no watches or warnings. It's just breezy with winds gusting to 30 miles an hour. We're going to hold temperatures into the upper 40s. 50 is the forecasted high today, which is about 10 degrees below average. Then the sun sets and it gets cool. It's going to be clear, and then it's going to get cold for tomorrow morning. Current satellite and radar. Yeah, Tri-Cities continuing to get beneficial rain. That's going to continue to move out. It's going to take a little while longer there, but the rest of us are really starting to see drier conditions. And we still have snow that's coming across western Montana, certainly into the higher elevations. Lookout Pass heading into Montana, the potential for snow there, slowing you down, and just be prepared for just taking longer to get where you want to be if you're traveling to the east. 41 into the valley, 38 Deer Park, 37 into Spangle. So we throw some wind at that, and we are going to see those temperatures continue to be on the cool side. Gusts to 30 miles an hour possible today for this afternoon. We're going to have winds sustained probably to 20 miles an hour for a couple of hours, so just be prepared. Forecast radar, we're not expecting to see a lot of moisture. In fact, we're going to clear out, dry out, and get cold tomorrow morning. So for today, we're expecting to see temperatures hovering around 50 degrees, 56 into Moses Lake. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have temperatures down around freezing. So the potential for frost is out there, and it's going to be cold. Deer Park, 25 degrees. 56 on Tuesday, back to average as we get in towards the middle and end of the week. And sunshine, but overnight lows still into the 30s. All right, it's Monday. You know what that is. Time for our pet of the week.
Xena is a gorgeous girl with a heart full of energy and love. If you're looking for a fun, active companion, look no further. Xena is always ready to play fetch, especially in the water. She's the perfect workout partner who will keep you moving and smiling at the same time. This strong, smart girl would love to be your one and only pet. But don't worry, she has more than enough love to give all on her own. And she's gentle and affectionate with children, making her a wonderful addition to a family looking for a furry family member. Stop by and meet Xena Tuesday through Sunday, or for more information, you can always visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
She is so cute and looks like she likes to have a lot of fun. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:22. After that mentally and physically draining Game 5 in the ALDS with only one day of rest, the Seattle Mariners came out hot in Game 1 of the ALCS against the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll have the highlights from Game 1 and a lot more. It's all coming up here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hi, Jessica.
I've heard that you can come the same day I call you.
Give us an address and we're on our way.
But how?
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
I want you to come today.
We're on our way.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Stay and play at Mississauga Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mississauga Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
With less pain and swelling from active psoriatic arthritis, imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. Some patients even felt less fatigued. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
You want to challenge me right now at Ziggy's?
Oh, yeah. What are we doing? Playing a game?
Alphabet game. Air conditioners, brass fittings, cabinets, drills, extension cords. You can get anything you need at Ziggy's. Ziggy's got it all. Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's.
Your junk isn't nearly as weird as you think.
I think it's weird.
We've picked up several thousand cans of tuna.
Wow.
400 wedding dresses, a chair made of pancakes, and a couch full of bees. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Seattle Mariners won a historic and exhausting ALDS Game 5 over Detroit last Friday night, so now they're eager for the ALCS, and they're journeying to the Toronto Blue Jays for Game 1 of the series to determine the American League pennant. Rogers Center, formerly the Sky Dome, lit up blue for the Jays, who watched that 15-inning slugfest comfortably in Canada. Kevin Gausman in the top of the first on the mound, delivering a low ball hit, picked up, slung to home. That's a nice tag to get the M's at 2 outs. It doesn't get easier for Seattle. First pitch in the bottom of the first. George Springer, a missile to Mississauga, past the bullpen, and Toronto takes the 1-0 early lead. Same score in the 6th. Cal Raleigh, welcome back to your home away from home. He plays so well here. The big dumper mashes near the same spot as Springer. That homers even further. We have a tie game. Same inning, 2 outs, full count. Jorge Polanco, the hero of Game 5, delivers again in the ALCS. Leading run is in. 2-1 game. In the 8th, it's Polanco again. Just sneaks into the gap, Mr. Clutch. He's at it again. 3-1 game. And despite down almost their entire pitching staff and off a long series, it doesn't matter. Seattle continues their historic run with a remarkable Game 1 win on the road. The Mariners are now 3 wins away from their first ever AL pennant, and Game 2 begins today at 2:03 p.m. back in Toronto. The Seahawks beat the Jacksonville Jaguars through a nearly 300-yard performance from Sam Darnold, mainly finding his top target Jackson Smith-Njigba for a long score to add to his 162-yard total. You're watching it right now. The defense answered in just as big a way, sacking Jags QB Trevor Lawrence 7 times and holding Jacksonville to only 59 rushing yards. Seattle returns home for their next game. They host the Houston Texans a week from today on Monday Night Football, kickoff at 7 p.m. So that's all for Morning Sports. Tune in on 4 News Now, special edition before and after Monday Night Football tonight.
It's a great time to be a Seattle sports fan. Can't wait for that game with the Mariners today. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:27. Coeur d'Alene firefighter Dave Tisdall reaches a major milestone in his recovery journey. The survivor of the Canfield Mountain ambush is taking a big step forward. We have an update on his progress from Colorado. That's next. Plus, a convicted double murderer gets a second chance in court today. Justin Crenshaw faces resentencing for killing 2 young people in Spokane 16 years ago. What we can expect today in court. That's next. And before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Mark Sanchez is out of the hospital. The former NFL quarterback turned analyst telling a Fox affiliate, "I'm focused on my recovery, and I just want to see my wife. I want to see my son and my 2 baby girls." Sanchez was in Indianapolis to call last Sunday's Colts-Raiders game, but ended up stabbed, hospitalized, and arrested after a violent altercation in a hotel loading dock. This video, obtained by TMZ, shows Sanchez in the moments just before. You can see the truck pulling into the alley to collect used cooking oil from the hotel. Then Sanchez appears in the same alley where prosecutors say he attacked the driver.
He's just thankful to be alive and is recovering at home with his wife.
Sanchez has been booked on felony battery and other charges. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the latest on Mark Sanchez's recovery. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine, I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
It's a 4-day 4-wheel drive sale at both Cal locations. As Cal loads up the lot with tough loaded SUVs and trucks, and for 4 days only drops their prices by $400.
Plus, giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
When you live in the Pacific Northwest, then you better own a 4-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new 4-wheel drive at Cal.
Bill's Heating and AC has not 1, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Avamere South Hill is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day. My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are reading about online this morning. Hundreds of staff fired from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention as the weekend began have now been reinstated. On Friday night, 1,300 CDC workers received layoff notices, but 700 were reinstated the following day. According to an official with the Department of Health and Human Services, the mistakenly fired employees were sent incorrect notifications because of a coding error. President Trump said that he planned to fire, quote, a lot of federal workers in retaliation for the government shutdown. Well, just in case you're feeling lucky, the Mega Millions jackpot is now worth $600 million. No one matched the 5 numbers and the Mega Ball in Friday night's drawing. The next drawing is coming up on Tuesday. It's tomorrow. The last time someone won the Mega Millions jackpot was back in June, so that prize money just keeps soaring. Some regions of the U.S. are coping with dangerous weather today. Meteorologists are reporting typhoon remnants have been affecting Alaska. Parts of the Southwest are flooded from the aftermath of tropical moisture. A powerful and dangerous nor'easter is slamming Atlantic states today. It's a cyclonic storm with northeast winds that push water towards the coast there. The National Weather Service says flood risks in some areas will remain for days. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, October 13th. Robin has the morning off, but we're kicking our day off here with a nice guest. We got Mark Peterson in the house today, filling in for Matt as we start our morning. Good morning, Mark.
All right, and good morning to everybody. It is a cool start to the day, breezy in places, so we're going to dress appropriately before we head out. 38 currently, 36 into Coeur d'Alene. We do have a clearing sky out there, so we're starting to see that 3/4 moon, a couple of the planets. That tells us what's going to happen later on today. We're going to have some sunshine. It's going to be drying out. It's going to be breezy later on today, but tomorrow morning under a clear, cold start, we're going to have some frosty conditions in places. The winds today are going to be the next thing after the rain yesterday. Picked up over 1/3 of an inch. We're going to have winds in excess of 20 miles an hour, gusts to 30 possible for us. We're going to see Ritzville and into the Central Basin have more wind. Then we're going to see things really die down as we get into the evening hours, and things look pretty good tomorrow morning to be calm and cold. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Right now, radar, we're dry. Things look pretty good. Our forecast today, we're starting at, well, officially 38. We will see temperatures climb up into and around 50 degrees, our forecast high today, but we will see more sunshine to go with that. Again, the gusty winds for this afternoon.
Mark, thanks. Well, President Trump is in the Middle East, speaking before Israel's government after meeting the hostage families in Israel. We have ABC's Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with the details.
This morning, President Trump landing in Israel to meet with hostage families and address Israel's government before traveling to Egypt for a world summit on ending the war in Gaza.
The war is over. The war is over.
Today, Trump is expected to meet with the Egyptian president and more than 20 other countries with the goal of agreeing to a peace plan moving forward.
I think it's going to hold. I think people are a lot of reasons why it's going to hold, but I think people are tired of it. It's been centuries, okay? Not just recent, it's been centuries.
Among the topics discussed includes how Hamas will disarm and who will be responsible for rebuilding, securing, and governing Gaza. Israel has said it will not agree to end the war until Hamas disarms. It comes as celebrations erupted in Tel Aviv in what has become known as Hostages Square. Families in tears as the families of hostages anxiously awaited their loved ones. One mother of an Israeli hostage became emotional on her way to a meeting point to see her son after more than 2 years.
I'm so excited. I'm full of happiness, and it's hard to imagine how I feel this moment.
As part of this first phase of the ceasefire agreement, Hamas released 20 living hostages. The remains of 28 hostages who died in captivity are also expected to be returned. In exchange, Israel says it will release nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. The Red Cross now in the northern Gaza Strip, where hostages are being transferred into their custody. Israeli officials say they plan to nominate President Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize next year. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Well, back here in our area, Justin Crenshaw, a convicted killer serving life in prison, is back in Spokane today. He was just 20 years old when he murdered 18-year-old Sarah Clark and 20-year-old Tanner Pell inside a North Spokane home back in 2008. It's a crime that shocked the community. And today, he's getting a second chance. The resentencing hearing starts at 9 a.m. Before that, the court will decide whether or not Crenshaw should be restrained during the proceedings, given his violent history and the 18 infractions he had while in prison. Our Melissa Luck spoke with Sarah's parents in a 4 News Now exclusive interview. You can watch that full story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. Coeur d'Alene firefighter Dave Tisdall has reached another impressive milestone in his recovery journey. The veteran fire engineer was one of the 3 first responders shot in the ambush on Canfield Mountain back in June. The other 2 firefighters died while Tisdall was badly hurt. He's been now receiving treatment at a specialty hospital in Colorado since mid-July. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department announced that he will be leaving that hospital to move into a nearby apartment with his wife and children. Sharing on Facebook, they are still very hopeful for a miracle and that he will regain function of his legs. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:38. We're checking back in with Mr. Mark Peterson, who is in for us this morning, taking a look outside at those winds.
Yeah, we've got the winds out there. I mean, into the West Plains, 14, gust of 17 into Coeur d'Alene. Sandpoint, gust to near 30 miles an hour. That's currently this morning with sustained winds to 21. In other words, get your jackets.
Yeah, break them
ready.
out.
Sunshine later on this afternoon. You'll need your sunglasses as well. Full forecast coming up.
Well, the government shutdown has left 750,000 federal workers without pay, but help is available. The Money Saving Monday tips that could keep your family afloat. Derek Dice has that story. That's next. And Spokane County ballots go out on Wednesday of this week, but October 27th is a critical deadline for voters. The important election dates that officials want you to remember this year. That's next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
If you've been in a wreck with a big truck,
you can bet the trucking company has a lot of lawyers working for them.
That's when you call Russell & Hill
to make sure you get all the money you deserve.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
This week is the perfect week to invest in your rest and pay less at your local Walker's Furniture stores, where you can get a big sales tax discount or get 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This week at Walker's.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate coats for kids through October 31st.
Share the warmth and do good this winter. Buy a gently used coat for a child at Goodwill and donate in store. Or bring in a new or gently used coat. Every donated coat helps a child stay warm this winter. Together, let's change lives and keep lots of kids warm this winter.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF. This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag and Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
If you've been in a wreck with a big truck,
You can bet the trucking company has a lot of lawyers working for them
that's when you call Russell and Hill.
to make sure you get all the money you deserve.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
4 News Now Anchor Team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:41. The federal government shutdown is starting to cause a lot of financial strain on families of federal employees. For this Money Saving Monday, our Derek Dice looked into what you should do if you're being affected by this government shutdown.
According to the Congressional Budget Office, 750,000 federal employees a day could be furloughed during the government shutdown, which means families everywhere will suddenly be without income.
For those families, a government shutdown can feel like the rug is being pulled out from under them, especially if they're relying on every single paycheck to pay for essentials like groceries, food, rent, and utilities.
And that can lead to stress over missing things like rent or mortgage payments or not being able to afford vital medications. But Baron Saxton of Canopy Credit Union wants you to know you're not alone and there is help.
A lot of financial institutions know that the government shutdown is happening and have prepared and created steps to make sure that we can help you as much as possible.
That can include options like skipping a payment, a low-cost personal loan, or a debt consolidation loan to free up some cash.
And we also offer free financial coaching, which is available to anyone, whether you're a member or not.
But you may have to look at your non-essential spending and make some tough choices.
Look at not eating out as often, look at cutting back on your subscriptions that you might not need for right now, and even pausing things like your gym membership.
But being upfront with providers about your situation can go a long way.
Contacting them before you miss a payment means that they're much more willing to help you adjust your due date or work with you on payment plans while you're going through this hard time.
For Money Saving Monday, I'm Derek Dice, 4 News Now.
Hi, good morning, everybody. 6:43, 10-second takeaway. There's wet roads out there. It's a cool start to the day, but we're going to see sunshine for this afternoon. Also, gusty winds that will accompany that. 50 will be our high today.
Well, the Spokane County Elections Office has nearly 400,000 ballots prepared for the November election. Election Day is coming up on November 4th, but ballots will be mailed out starting Wednesday this week. There's still time to register to vote or even change your address to make sure that your ballot is sent to the right place. You can do that online through October 27th. Otherwise, you'll need to go to the elections office in person.
That Monday before Election Day is the last day you can do that online. After that, in the last 8 days, you have to do that in person. So you can go to votelaw.gov and register to vote or update your address or give us a call.
The elections office recommends mailing your ballot in at least 3 to 4 days before the election this year. If you plan to vote by mail, there's some backups with the Postal Service, so get that in sooner than later. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:44, and we will be back with more Good Morning Northwest. That's coming up right after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture and browse the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. Visit us online or stop by today. Consign Furniture. It's the smart way to buy.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Post Falls ER and Hospital open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
Do you think both of these tiles would work in my bathroom? Tired of a big box service?
At Caruso's Floors, we've kept Spokane covered for over 80 years.
Right now, during our fall sale, it's a great time to check out our selection of quality Karastan products.
Caruso's Floors.
Spring is in the air. If you're considering updating your living spaces, let our team do all the heavy lifting. We will pick up and sell your like-new consignment furniture.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Missisquoi.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:47. We're taking a live look outside this morning. We're starting to see some daylight out there as we're coming out of a really rainy weekend, but we've been kind of talking about the different conditions we're seeing around our area this morning.
Yeah, lots.
Just seeing out of Blewett Pass, closed in both directions for heavy snowfall, disabled semi-trucks and crashes there. Some pictures out of there. Lots of snowfall happening on those passes.
So higher elevations above 4,000 or 5,000 feet in some select areas, including Montana. They're figuring a half a foot of snow. That's 6 inches. And then that's going to go away, too, later on today. But Blewett Pass right now, it's a mess.
Yeah, looks like it.
Traveling into Montana, slow down. That's coming out of Lookout Pass and then heading in. All right, let's talk about the forecast because our world does not have that. In fact, we've got blue sky on the cams. We take a look here and you can see plenty of blue sky, 38 degrees. Clearing conditions over Coeur d'Alene and sitting at 36. Expecting temperatures to fall maybe a couple of degrees and then come back up. A high today is going to be 50. The cool start, breezy conditions with those winds gusting to 30 miles an hour. Tonight, under a fairly clear sky, it is going to be cold. Temperatures down to 32. Could be frosty, certainly on the grassy areas. So be prepared. Should be dry roads by later on this afternoon. So ice is not a big concern. But again, you know where you live. Be aware. Here's the snow falling into Montana, Idaho, and that continues to make its way north. Our rain continues to churn and get pushed south. That is going to be the trend for that low. It's going to get out of the area. We're going to be sandwiched between a system in Montana and into the Pacific. Some high pressure should keep us dry all week long. We have some isolated areas where we could have a 10% chance of a shower, so I'm not bringing it up. 38 in Deer Park, 37 in Spangle, currently 36 into Post Falls. So cool, but cold? Well, the winds. We have some breezy conditions, and those winds are going to continue to be with us through the day. Gusts to 30 miles an hour this afternoon. Sustained winds hovering around 20 miles an hour as we go from lunch hour in right up against dinner. So yeah, breezy, no doubt about it. So we want you to be prepared. Forecast radar. We are going to see much of the energy leave our area. We're going to have clear sky expected overnight. That's where that cold weather comes in. Some variable clouds tomorrow. The energy from that low that continues to dive south is going to kick back up into perhaps the Palouse for a little bit, and then it'll continue to move out. Our highs today are going to be hovering around 50 degrees, 58 into Grand Coulee. Tomorrow morning, temperatures into the mid to upper 20s. We're forecasting 32, and we're going to have mid-50s Tuesday. Wednesday through the weekend, highs are going to be around 60. That's about average. Overnight lows into the mid-30s, so still cool starts.
Okay, so have those layers ready to kind of put on and ditch. Couple days.
Along with the pumpkin spice, apparently.
Hey, that's every day, Mark. Okay. Welcome to my world. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:50, and we got your morning sprint coming up right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
Introducing the leaf-free rain gutter protection system from McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Rain Gutters. Never clean out your gutters again, and put those dangerous ladders away, as the leaf-free system attaches right to your current rain gutters and protects it from all the leaves, pine needles, bird nests, and debris that can clog your system and cause problems. This system will extend the life of your gutters. For more information and a free quote, call Team McVeigh.
We're working for you.
There's a special cleaning sale going on now at Parisian Rug Spa. Wash away dirt and grime on your treasured rug. At Parisian Rug Spa, we have a thorough 8-step hand-wash finish process to get your valuable rugs clean, odor-free, and looking like new. It's more than washing. It's disinfecting, pet deodorizing, rug repairs, refringing, and reweaving. Going on now, up to 20% off rug washing services. Come see us today. Parisians, the quality rug washing experts.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trenchless sewer repair. So if you want plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
Donnie, I bet I know what you're thinking.
Ken, you don't.
You're thinking that people hurt in a car crash should call the advocates because we know how to fight for our clients, take on big insurance, and win.
Close.
Okay, tell me, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that Australia is wider than the moon.
Huh. Yeah, I wasn't gonna guess that. Wider than the moon.
Wider.
Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint. We are trading the rain for some winds and a little bit of sunshine today. We got our friend Mark Peterson here in studio with us with a look at your first alert forecast. But first, history is unfolding in the Middle East today. After more than 2 years in captivity, the last of the living Israeli hostages held by Hamas are coming home. President Donald Trump headed to the region today, where he will co-chair a high-stakes summit aimed at ending the war in Gaza. He's joined by Egypt's president, who will also serve as the co-chair. According to a statement from the Egyptian president's office, the summit's goal is to end the war and restore peace and stability to the Middle East. Leaders from 20 countries are expected to attend today's historic event in Egypt. And for the latest details, you'd stick around for Good Morning America.
So the leaves are starting to change as we look at our first alert weather on this Monday. I got to tell you that fall is here and you can feel it in the air. 50 the high today. Tomorrow morning it's going to be 32. We have gusty winds today, calm and cold, and then sunshine, and we're going to have temperatures slowly warming. 56 on Tuesday, near 60 Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, the Downtown Spokane Partnership is hosting a fall cleanup week this week that runs today through Friday the 17th. Each day will focus on cleaning different areas of the city, from sidewalks and graffiti to alleys and green spaces. The organization says this community effort makes downtown Spokane cleaner, safer, and more welcoming for everyone. Volunteer crews will meet daily at 11 a.m. to learn their assignments, and you can look for details on KXLY.com. We got 2 new construction projects starting this week that may impact your driving as you make your way around Spokane. First up, we got the intersection of 9 Mile Road and Highway 291 that will be reduced to 1 lane today and Tuesday. Flaggers will be in the area directing traffic while crews install a new water transmission main. Lane closures will run from about 8 at night to 7 in the morning. And starting today, there will be lane reductions on Qualchan Road between Highway 195 and Cheating Spokane Road. I'm sorry, this starts on Thursday. Crews will be doing maintenance there starting Thursday. It also says that there will be intermittent short-term closures, so make sure to plan some extra time for your commute. That project is expected to be completed by the 22nd of this month. Spokane police are investigating a shooting that left 1 man dead not far from the Providence Sacred Heart Hospital on Spokane's South Hill. This video is from that a neighbor took when the police responded to a reported shooting just before 1 a.m. yesterday morning. Officers found a man dead in a car. SPD says it's believed that the suspect walked up to the car and shot the victim sitting inside. The suspect then ran from the scene. Detectives with the Major Crimes Unit are on this case and are asking anyone with information to contact Crime Check. That number is at 509-456-2233. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says a Spokane man was riding a motorcycle well over 100 miles an hour when he crashed and died early yesterday morning. Deputies say 21-year-old Eddie Lopez was seen heading along I-90 around 2 a.m. and was clocked going 117. He crashed shortly after at a roundabout at Prairie Avenue and Chase Road. Deputies say they tried life-saving measures, but Lopez died at the scene. And about an hour later, a Post Falls woman died in a crash in Shoshone County. Deputies say the 24-year-old was driving south on Coeur d'Alene River Road when she lost control at a turn and rolled off the road. She died at the scene. This investigation is still ongoing. Well, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff on Wednesday to honor the Eastern State Hospital guard Colleen Bass. You'll remember she was shot and killed in the line of duty during what investigators believe was part of a violent crime spree a few weeks ago in Medical Lake. A private memorial service is being held for Bass on Wednesday as well. Coeur d'Alene firefighter Dave Tisdall has reached another impressive milestone in his recovery journey. The veteran fire engineer was one of the 3 first responders that was shot in an ambush on Canfield Mountain back in June. He's since been receiving treatment at a specialty hospital in Colorado since mid-July. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department announced that he will be leaving the hospital to move to a nearby apartment with his wife and children. Justin Crenshaw, a convicted killer serving life in prison, is back in Spokane today. He was just 20 years old when he murdered 18-year-old Sarah Clark and 20-year-old Tanner Peel inside a North Spokane home in 2008. It's a crime that shocked the community. And today he's getting a second chance. That resentencing hearing starts at 9 a.m. Before that, the court will decide whether Crenshaw should be restrained during the proceedings, given his violent history and 18 infractions he's had while in prison. For updates and coverage about this case, head to KXLY.com. And we'll be back with a final check of weather with Mark. It's coming up right after this commercial break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
It's all-wheel drive season this week at Findlay Honda Spokane, where we are taking our top-rated CRVs, HRVs, and Honda Pilots and Ridgeline trucks and marking them down.
Save up to $2,800 on CRVs.
And save up to $3,000 on Ridgeline trucks.
And save up to $3,999 on Honda Pilots.
It's the perfect time to trade up to a better set of wheels before the winter months arrive. This week at Findlay Honda Spokane.
Milk? You got a rumble in your tumble that you don't want to address.
I don't know.
Live in dairy denial. You can have your milk and smile. Lactate's in the real milk aisle. Lactate.
Well, we are seeing things dry out. We're seeing the sky start to clear, a little bit more blue now than it was last night when you went to bed. Cool. I mean, temperatures are into the mid to upper 30s, but with the winds, it feels like it's 32 degrees, so we want you to be dressed appropriately for that. Our planning forecast, 50 today with breezy afternoon. Tomorrow, sunshine and a high of 56 degrees. Things are looking pretty nice for the rest of the week as well.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We sure love to be in here. We'll see you throughout the day on GMA. It starts right now.